20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Bring that 180. Block 11. Hey, 79. 79.
Rivers now to throw on first down. He's got Allen. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And the hole closes. Quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Wait.
Artillery on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Rivers for Keenan Allen. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Rivers. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Shaquille Barrett, his second sack of the night. Rivers from the gun on third down. He'll get this to Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Rivers on the money, complete. They find some open field here. Touchdown, L.A. Travis Benjamin, 33 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Ready, blue ready.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
2nd and 5 now. Winston nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Ready.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Tight end's right. Watch tight.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Throwing Rivers. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it'll be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. A gain there of 30 big ones.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Again to the fullback. This is Watt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 73 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard, but it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, fellas.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Shaquille Barrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go with Jones. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Jameis to throw it. He's going to go up top for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, ready.
Here's Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
I'm coming after you.
This is Gordon. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
You ain't doing nothing today.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Under 5 on the 50. Ready to go.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On 2nd and a yard. Winston airing this one out for Evans. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end.
Final play of the half here, Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it with Jones. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Winston now to throw on first down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
A first down throw for Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Here's Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They run the counter. Jones. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside. To 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Buccaneers.
So from Charger territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Winston. Incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
20! Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Load it. Load it. 54.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
390.
Check right.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 7, Rivers got his man. It's Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now Gordon on first down. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's red. Hey, 79. Hey, dude.
Rivers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He completes it to Evans. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 48 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16, the 40, 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Following the interception here, Rivers got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 76 yards. They come out here in the I. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
180.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
180. Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Load it! Load it!
Watch the slant! Watch the slant! 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Now Rivers. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that.
still. Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her 1,000 just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Jackson on first down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be asked.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jameis Olawale there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
First and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Ravens, nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points up. They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Here's Jackson to throw, letting one go deep for Roberts. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. To throw is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's There's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Here's Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jameis Olawale with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't right it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Go 50 extra money. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full streak.
Wilson now, throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. On third down, Carson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw, Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. He is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
190. 180. 54 miles.
They run it here with Gordon. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 12, Rivers. He completes it to Henry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On 1st and 10, Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that? Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly... And the pressure gets to him again. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A big 30-yard play on third. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, the 20, 10. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have?
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. This is Carson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-lib.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Rivers throws complete to Benjamin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Block the team!
From the red zone now, Rivers. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Let's go, baby!
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On third down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And some space here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Caught by Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Delano Hill. He's at the 30, 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. They'll run on first down. Gordon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
An old low.
That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin there to make the grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. This is Process on the carry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Wilson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A gain there of 21 yards. Now it's Wilson, and this is going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. Bust through he's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's just me and you.
Now Wilson to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, then, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Going deep here for Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Delano Hill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back.
Tyler Lockett, the 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 83 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Rivers looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Badgley's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson, he's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29.
50 yards on the play. And that's good for our Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 29.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Again, Wilson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Seattle, so long, everybody.